Hi, and welcome to BUS1104 Intro to Business Concepts Online. I'm Kim Donaldson, and I'm excited to be the professor working with you through this course. In BUS1104 Intro to Business Concepts, we bring all the other elements that you're studying in the business program together to show you how they all fit into the puzzle that is business today. We start with defining what management is, how managers make decisions based on what they know about the industry and what they don't. We look at how managers develop goals and plans of action to reach them, how managers structure their organizations to support their goals, and how they make sure that everyone in the organization is working towards the same goal. Finally, we work together to develop plans on how to manage businesses and employees through change, the only element that is constant in business today. And don't worry, no previous management experience is needed to succeed in this course. We start building your knowledge from the ground up. Now, on the Moodle site for this course, under the Welcome section, I'm just going to go to that. Under the Welcome section, I've included some important resources for you to familiarize yourself with. We're going to start with the document called How to Navigate This Course and This Site. So I'm just going to pull this over. In this document, you'll be directed to all the important elements that exist on this Moodle website, as well as important things to know while taking the course. So please read this over and approach me with any questions that you may have. So as you can see right up at the top, there is my email address. You can find me in many, many different ways, and I will usually respond to your email in less than 24 hours. To access Moodle, go to your My Cambrian dashboard and click on the M to access the Moodle course for this site. And then I'm going to let you navigate through the rest of this at your leisure. And again, if you have any questions, I'm going to ask you to just direct them towards me. Next, I want to direct your attention to the classroom expectations for this course. So this document right here, it's actually a PowerPoint slide. Although we're not physically meeting together, I want you to approach this course as a standing appointment each week. In this PowerPoint document, you will find information regarding email protocols, class discussions, how you'll be assessed in this course, how you'll be tested for tips, or tested and tips for success. So let's look at this together to ensure that you're receiving this information, this important information, firsthand. Just go to the slideshow here. There we go. So as it says up here, please ensure that you check your email on a regular basis. Because you're not actually physically in class with me once a week, email and Moodle basically is the only way that we have to get in touch with each other. So email will be our main form of correspondence for this course. All class announcements and expectations will be relayed through this method, so it's up to you to ensure that you're always aware of what's expected from you in this class. If you have any questions at any point in time, please email me. My email is always open, and I will respond within 24 hours or less. If you don't hear back from me within that time period, something probably went wrong. So please check your sent folder to ensure that my email address is correct. If you're still not hearing back from me, which is highly unusual, then please leave me a voicemail at the number that you see on screen, and I'll return your call during regular business hours. To find emails that you may have missed, please check the announcements section in the course on the Moodle shell. Now, in each chapter, we're going to engage in an online discussion of chapter material. These discussions will happen on Mondays throughout the semester. You must respond to a question in order to see the answers provided by other students. And discussion forums will be locked once the express deadline is passed. So it's important that you participate in this activity while you're able. Next, assessments. This is very important, and this is why it's bolded and in red. I don't accept late assignments, period. So if you miss a deadline, you miss the grade. In business, a missed deadline can mean the end of your organization. So that's why we enforce them so hard. Your assessments for this course, or how you'll be graded, will be as follows. So 40% of your final grade will result from testing. You'll have 2 tests in this class, both valued at 20% each. 40% of your final grade will result from assignments provided through the Biz Cafe simulation, and I'll give you more details on that later. And then 20% of your final grade will result from chapter quizzes to be completed on the McGraw-Hill Connect website. Again, I'm going to walk you through that as we go through this. As your assessments are completed, I'm going to load them into eGrade so that you can constantly track your progress in the course. So to find e-grades, go to your My Cambrian dashboard and just look for this little grade book beside the course that you're taking. Now, testing. This program participates in common testing, meaning that you'll write your test in this subject on the same date and time as all other students who take the course. Even though this is an online course, we strongly advise that all students make arrangements to test on campus at Cambrian on the dates specified. If you don't live in the Sudbury area, there are options available to you. So students who are unable to test on campus must complete an off-campus course examination agreement and have an invigilator or a proctor pre-approved by Cambrian at least 2 weeks prior to writing the exam. So examples of possible people that can oversee your test can be, but are not limited to, teachers, librarians, human resources employees, supervisors, etc. Who can't proctor your test for you? Well, it kind of makes sense that we can't let a friend, a family member, a relative, a roommate, or a neighbor oversee your test for you in order to be able to maintain academic integrity. For those of you that require it, I will provide you an off-campus course examination agreement, and I'll make sure that I put it up in the Moodle shell and that it is presented to you as early in the course as possible. Now, you may be a student with special learning requirements, special needs, or requiring accommodations. If you are not already registered with the Glen Crombie Center for Student Support, I strongly encourage you to do so. So some of the services that they provide are accessibility advising and support, testing your classroom accommodations, alternative format and print materials, assistive technology and support, and learning skills advisors for assistance with learning strategies. So for example, if you were a student in high school that had an IEP, an individual education program, you may be eligible for support through the Glen Crombie Center. Please make sure that you click this link to get in touch with them as soon as possible. Finally, some tips for success. Show up. So as I said, I want you to kind of take a look at this course as a standing appointment each week. Be online at least 1 to 2 times per week to engage in this course and its materials. Make sure that you get organized. Use the course syllabus to follow along as the course progresses. I'll also send you emails outlining expectations for each week of the course. There's a pretty good possibility you might get sick of hearing from me. Make sure that you take notes. Even though you are studying online, don't rely solely on the PowerPoint slides of the textbook. Make your own notes. Studies have shown that if we read things, write them, and rewrite them, we'll retain that information more. Please never be afraid to ask questions. There are no stupid questions. The only time that actually occurs is when you don't ask the question at all. So ask your questions. That's how we learn. Make sure that you break down material into manageable chunks. I'm assuming that none of you have any kind of management experience whatsoever. And some of the stuff can be kind of heavy to take in if you've never encountered it. So please, break it down into bite-sized pieces and don't try to take on too much at once. Read your material before and after class and review that material often. Each concept builds upon the next. So going back to chapter 1 before engaging in chapter 6 is not uncommon. It's highly recommended. As a student, make sure that you find a healthy balance. Too much of one thing is never good for you. So find a way to balance work and play. You can't be 100% focused on school all the time, and you can't be 100% focused on your social life all the time. Find a way to balance both. Look for help if you need it. Take advantage of all the great supports available to Cambrian students through the Learning Center. And there's a hyperlink to the Learning Center and what it provides to you right in this slide. And then finally, stay positive, because attitude is half the battle. Zig Ziglar, American author, salesman, and motivational speaker, said the real opportunity for success lies within the person and not the job. So those are the online classroom expectations. Next, as we navigate through our Moodle website, we come to a section that's dedicated to Connect, the McGraw-Hill website where your textbook and quizzes live. Your textbook for this course is titled The Essentials of Contemporary Management. It's imperative that you purchase the access code to this Connect website. As it says here, do not buy this book used. In the past, students have purchased a used textbook or a used access code, and they've not been able to register. So please make sure that you're buying it either directly from the McGraw-Hill website or through our on-campus bookstore. Now, you have to purchase. Actually, I say you have to, but you don't. Everybody has a choice. But it's highly recommended that you purchase your textbook because this is where your digital textbook lives. Second, because 20% of your final grade comes from your completion of the chapter quizzes located on the Connect website. Registration for the website opens January 14th and will remain open until February 1st. You must register for the site during this time. And if you're still waiting for OSAP to come in, no worries. You can gain a 14-day free trial of this website if you register during that time period. That should actually even give you enough time to complete chapter quizzes for chapter 1 and 2 before you need to register your paid access code. So again, you can purchase this directly from the Connect website or through our campus bookstore. If you're attempting to purchase this code from any other source, Amazon, anywhere else, please make sure that you're using the correct ISBN number located on your book list for this course. And again, I can't stress this enough. Do not buy this book or access code used. Once entered, it can't be transferred to any other student. So I have a document here that says how to register for Connect. I'm just going to pull that up quickly. So here's how we do this, step by step. Log into Moodle, double check the name of your instructor, enter your email address and choose Begin. And then you just follow the instructions from there. You have to provide some information in order to create your account if you've never used Connect before. If you already have, then just log in with your regular username and password, and then you can just add this tool to it. And you can choose one of 3 options. So you can use the Connect code if you've already purchased it. You can purchase the ebook and digital access directly through the Connect website with a credit card or Visa debit card, or you can gain a temporary access. If you need any kind of help, there is your support information. Let's quickly go into the Connect website because I want to show you this. It's actually kind of cool. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to show it to you from my perspective. When you guys get in there, it's going to be a little bit different for you, but not much. So when you go onto the Connect website, you're going to click the link to it, and it's going to open up. I'm just going to switch to the student view for now. It's going to open up your homepage. First thing I want you to do is go to your welcome message and watch these videos. These videos are so important to help you to become a Connect expert. It's going to show you exactly how to navigate this course, how to navigate the textbook, how to use the textbook to your advantage. So please make sure that you take a couple of minutes to be able to take a look at these videos. Next, to access your quizzes, you just pull the drop-down menu in for topic 1, and you click on this Learn Smart module. Now, we call them quizzes because most students kind of like the idea of quizzes, but really what this is a learning module. It's impossible to fail this quiz unless you don't do it. That's it. This is a guaranteed 20% of your final grade if you follow my instructions. So you'll see the due date here for the first one is January the 20th before 6 p.m. January the 20th is a Sunday. So it gives you all weekend to finish it. Let me show you this. I'm going to click on here, and the Smart Book is going to go ahead and open up. Now your Smart Book is actually your textbook, but within that textbook we have learning modules. So first of all, this is going to open up. Now, it may not look like this when you guys first open this up. You may actually end up with something that looks like the cover of the textbook here. If that happens, there's going to be a little tab down here. Instead of read, it's going to say practice. Click practice, and it'll launch you into what you see here. So I'm going to show you this. Collections of people who work together and coordinate their actions to achieve a wide variety of goals are known as, I'm going to purposely get this one wrong. I'm going to pick managers. You got a couple of options here. You can either read about this if you don't know, because there's no time limit on this. But you can read about it and then get the right answer. Or you can go, totally know it, I think I know it, I'm not sure, or I have no idea. I'm going to get a little cocky, and I'm going to go, oh, I totally know this. And look, it's going to tell me that I'm wrong. Now, does this mean that I lose a point on my quiz? No. Down here, it says there are 40 items left. Once you have correctly answered 40 questions in this module, you will get 100% of this grade. I don't care if it takes you 5 hours to do it. I don't care if it takes you 20 minutes to do it. As long as you get those 40 items correct before that deadline, you will get 100% of this quiz. Shows me where the correct answer is, and then it gives me the opportunity to read more about this. Now, one more thing that I want to show you, and I'll show you this again later on in the course, but under reports, you can actually create a practice test for yourself. So we can go to self-assessment. Oh, my apologies. Table of contents, report. There should be a practice quiz in here. I think they changed this on me. I'm going to have to go back, and I'm going to get back to you guys on that. I apologize for this. But help yourself out here with this Connect website and really jump on board. It's incredible. All right, let's get back to this. Get back to this tour. So finally, or one of the last things that I want to do is I want to show you your Biz Cafe. So the Biz Cafe business simulation model for this course makes up 40% of your final grade. And in groups, you and your teammates will run your own coffee company in a fictional town called Collegetown, Ohio. And you're going to compete against each other for market share, revenue, and grades. I'm going to randomly select the groups that you will work with. And through a series of guided lectures and discussions, you're going to make decisions necessary to run your business. The Biz Cafe simulation begins January 20th and will continue until the end of the semester. I'm going to give you more details in the next couple of weeks. Finally, I want to direct your attention to the individual topics located on the Moodle site. So, for example, Topic 1, Management Then and Now. Each topic contains chapter slides that are meant to enhance the readings that you've done in your online textbook, The Essentials of Contemporary Management. These are not meant to replace the required reading for the course. During each topic of study and every Monday for the duration of the semester, I will engage in discussion questions with you to help you facilitate your understanding of the course material. I would strongly recommend that you participate in these discussions. They can be the difference between memorizing content and truly understanding it. I know that I have given you a lot of information. The good thing is, by following this link to this YouTube video, you can access this again and again to ensure that you understand what's expected of you to be successful in this course. And as mentioned before, if you have any questions, I encourage you to ask them. Your first set of discussion questions have already been posted in Topic 1. And those discussion questions are, just open this up, in your own words, describe what management is and what you think managers do within organizations to help organizations reach their goal. I want you to complete the following statement, and then I want you to answer a question about the 3 levels of management. And that's it. So please make sure that you complete those discussion questions by January the 14th. And again, if you have any questions whatsoever, please make sure that you reach out to me via email, and I will respond to you usually within 24 hours. I'm really excited about how this course is going to go this semester, and I look forward to working with all of you. Have a great day.